prioritizing what really matters. It sounds simple, right? But in reality, life throws so much at us and it can feel like everything is important. But the trick is learning how to cut through all that noise and really zero in on what deserves your time and energy. There are 6 easy steps to learn to realize what is your top priority and what deserves your time. First step is to figure out what you care about most. First off, you have got to get clear on your core values. Ask yourself, what do you actually care about? What makes you feel fulfilled? A lot of times we get caught up in what seems important: work deadlines, constant notifications, or other people's expectations for you. And the thing is that you forget about yourself, what you actually care about. But what's truly important are the things that align with your values. Maybe it's family, personal growth, creativity, or making a difference. Anything that is really important to you, uniquely important to you. Whatever it is, write down on a piece of paper and reflect on it. Give time to think about this particular thing, and that could be your guiding star. Second is to separate the urgent from the important. Many of us actually confuse the both of things, like urgent is another thing and important is something else. This is absolutely big one. Not everything that screams for your attention is worth it. Some things feel urgent, like emails or last minute requests, but they might not move you forward towards your bigger goals. Ask yourself, will this matter next week? Will this be something of importance next week, next year? If not, it's probably not that important. The stuff that does matter are those things that align with your values and your long-term goals. So be very clear about what is important to you and what is urgent to you. Something that is urgent needs your attention in that very moment, in that very time. But something that is important to you, it also cannot be neglected and it needs your energy in a very peculiar way. Third is to limit your to-do list. Sometimes when we create to-do list, we go crazy with this and we put everything that we need to do on that list. And when we are so focused on creating the list that we invest all the energy in that creation process, and when the time comes for the doing thing, we are actually out of energy. Instead of cramming your day full of tasks, pick 3 things that really matter today. Focus on them and let the rest go. Seriously, we tend to overestimate what we can get done in a day, and then we feel guilty when we don't finish everything. But by focusing on fewer high-impact tasks, you will feel more accomplished and less drained. Keep your lists short and very focused, very particular. Fourth is to say no to the wrong things. This one's tough but essential. Saying no doesn't make you selfish. It frees you up to say yes to the things that actually matter. And it's something that we neglect, we forget. It's something that we underestimate, that maybe we are missing something when we are not saying yes to something. No, when you say no to the wrong things, you actually have space, you actually have that kind of time for the right thing to do. It's about protecting your energy for what aligns with your values. Think of your time and energy like a limited resource, because it is. Be picky about where you invest it. Fifth thing is to listen to your gut. You know that feeling you get when something just feels off or out of alignment with what you really want. Trust that. I repeat, trust that your instincts often know what's important even before your mind catches up. If something doesn't feel right or doesn't align with your values, it's probably not worth your energy or your time. So don't drain your energy, don't drain yourself in those kind of things that are not good for you. Listen to your gut. Number 6 is to reflect regularly. Life changes and so do our priorities. Every now and then, take a moment to step back and ask yourself, am I focusing on the things that really matter to me? This will just help you stay on track and adjust if you start to drift towards things that aren't as important, and if you are distracting for the things that may seek your attention but are not very aligned to what you want from the life. And by focusing on what truly deserves your time, you will feel less stressed and more fulfilled. It just builds up a pinpoint for you to focus on for the life you want to build, because at the end of the day, it's about creating a life that aligns with what makes you feel alive and purposeful. And believe me, you've got this. You're on path. If you even feel like you have drifted, if you have got distracted, just keep up the momentum. And if for a day you felt like you didn't do the thing that you were supposed to do in that very day, next day is there. You can create the life you want, and focus on only that aligns with your true core. And believe me, you've got this. So don't worry.